Check it. We in the building.
Let's go. See, I changed notes.
It is what it is, people.
Woo! You see how I changed notes, though?
Yeah, I heard all that.
Nobody else can do that in the game but me. Just me. No one else. Not a single soul on this planet or the entire multiverse. Not one. Just this guy. I know. I checked.
Okay, welcome to the show. This is Real Comic Book Talk. Today we are going to be talking about the top 3 most influential comic book movies of all time. Okay,
Throughout the multiverse.
we each have our own individual list. It might cross, it might not cross paths. You're about to find out. Let's get
Some
into
gonna
this
sound
thing.
real stupid, but let it make sense.
But hold up, you gotta wait and you gotta let the explanation come, and then you either agree or disagree. We got a comment section for that, people. You know what to do. Light it up. But first,
Like this video.
there you
First
go.
thing, and subscribe.
Hey, why not?
It's easy. It's free. It's literally free. Stop what you're doing right now.
Right.
Hit the like button and hit subscribe. Help us achieve our goal. It's not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal.
I do it all the time.
Hey, help people out, yo. Free.
And if you really want to be cool, hit the bell for notifications.
Yep.
Do that right now. I give you 5 seconds. Oh, you did it?
All right,
cool.
All right, let's get back to the video. So, top 3 most influential comic book movies of all time. We're talking about the game changers. These things reset the bar, change the direction of change the landscape of how comic book movies are to be made. They did all that good stuff. All right, this is our list. I'm gonna start first. Number 3, Superman.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which one?
The original 1978 Christopher Reeve. The first one. 1978 Christopher Reeve one. It redefined comic book movies. People saw Superman flying and it looked, for that time and period, it looked amazing. And then Christopher Reeve playing the character of Superman and Clark Kent actually personified Superman. When you saw him as that character, you were like, yeah, that's what Superman is.
You know a funny story? I went back. I heard this like a while ago. They were talking about the old Superman movie. The studio wanted them to get a big actor. The director's like, no, if we get a big actor, you're not going to see Superman fly. You're going to see that big actor flying. So we're out get an unknown, and then we'll hire A-list celebrities to be a supporting cast.
Sure did.
I was like, oh, that's brilliant. Because for instance, right now, if you see, I don't know, Johnny Cage play Superman, you're not going to see Superman. You're going to see Johnny Cage.
Yeah, it didn't work for Batman when they did Batman and Robin and Batman Forever when they got A-list celebrities at the time.
George
to play.
Clooney.
Yeah,
those movies also
and Val
suck.
Kilmer.
They also suck though, so you know.
But they got him there to sell the movie though. Yo, they was like,
which
we're
it
gonna
did,
put your face on
because
there.
they made a lot of money. Yeah. They sold a lot of toys. I had them.
Yeah. So yeah,
Batman credit card. I had it.
So my number 3 was Superman 1978, Christopher Reeve. That changed the whole landscape, reset the bar when it comes to superhero movies and everything. Folks were like, I believe in everything. They loved seeing, even the way he fly, even though when we look at it now, we're like special effects and the graphics, everything look like subpar and everything. Like you can easily do that on your computer nowadays, how it looks and everything. Get a green screen, put somebody on a table, have them flying like that. It looks just like it. But at that time period,
now I kind of want to try it.
At that time period, it was amazing looking, and it redid everything. It made people want to read more Superman comics. It made people want to go to the movies more. People wanted more, and they got more. Superman, number 3. My number 2. Oh man, Dark Knight. I know y'all are like, how is that number 2? But Dark Knight, like Superman, but 20-something, 30 years later, again, reset the bar. Now you more of like a realistic, gritty, darker superhero, and Dark Knight made Batman what you always wanted Batman to be. I do know the 1980 version of 1989, I believe it was, 1988, 89 version of Batman was everything I'm describing, and it was good and everything. but it wasn't to the point where the Dark Knight was. Dark Knight had people like, wow, that is a long but excellent story. Batman is out here captivating. The villains are excellent. Like Dark Knight reset the bar. It was like, yeah, we want story. We want good story with good acting. Dark Knight was like, yeah, we're going to give you a great story, great acting, and it's going to make sense. And it's going to be somewhat believable. Like, you're going to be like, I can see this happening. Like, all right, this is kind of, yeah, this realism right here. Dark Knight, people. My number one, Iron Man. Iron Man was like, wow. Special effects on point.
Iron Man, man.
Yeah, Iron Man.
I should have known it.
Iron Man's number one. Special effects, humor, like taking something straight out of the comic book and putting it on screen. That's what Iron Man was. Iron Man was like, boom, special effects are up to date and we can make this happen. Freaking, we got the actors that can do it and we got the budget. Let's show them how it's to be done. And Iron Man reset the bar on all comic book movies on making any comic book character possible. Any comic book character possible. And it was awesome. It was amazing. That changed everything. That's the most influential comic book movie of all time.
It started a franchise.
Started a franchise that was failing at the time.
No, it was failing. Marvel was bankrupt. That's why they sold it. That's not when they didn't sell. Actually,
it was. And they were 2 shovel rakes away from being in the grave. Okay, they were already 6 feet deep. But Iron Man said, "Woo, coming out that cave."
They were 6 feet deep.
We out.
Iron Man and Kevin Feige were a show. They were 6 feet deep.
They were, and Iron Man shot him out, and he came out hard. And yeah,
pause.
Yeah, that's my top 3 most influential comic book movies of all time. Iron Man, Dark Knight, Superman. They just redid the whole, reset everything. Everything. What you got for the people?
Okay, so mine is a little different, but for some of the same reasons. Number 3 for me, Avengers. The first Avengers. This was all right, so when you go back and think about greatest comic book movies of all time, automatically you're going to think of Avengers. I don't care what else Marvel put out. It's Avengers. Mm-hmm. That theme song is still legendary. They might remaster and add more horns and sounds, but it's still the original thing. Make no mistake about it. That joke is still when they're in a circle. When they're in a circle in New York and all the Avengers come up and Iron Man flies down. They're doing that circle. Black Widow drops a clip to put another clip in. You see all of that. You're like, that's the most classic, iconic superhero shot I've ever seen in my life. They've been trying to recreate it in every Avengers movie. Still the most iconic. That's it. Yeah, and to let people know, that was the first time people was like, not only can we get comic book fans in here, but we can get everyday moviegoer fans in here. We can get people who don't even go to the movies, don't watch the movies, into this theater. That opened up a whole revenue. Like, oh, there's billions here. Mm-hmm. Let's keep making these. There are billions here. Every studio's getting involved now.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick.
Everybody's getting involved.
They saw the money. The money came.
Money came. It's like, oh, we got to do this. It started like, look, it's fine. We're great making solo movies. Can we get more than one hero in? Can we build something else? Can we build something big so we can make that Avengers money? That's what they say. It's the reason why you got Godzilla versus Kong. It was like, it's good separate. How much money did we put them together? Avengers did that. Number 2, kind of like Daniels, but a little before Batman Begins. Because there would be no Dark Knight without Batman Begins and its success. That was the first time you went to a superhero movie. You was like, not only this is a good comic book movie, but this is just a good movie. Like, you walk into that joint, like, you can watch that whole first 30, 45 minutes, whole first act. Like, this is not a comic book movie. This is just about a man trying to find redemption and find his way through tragedy. Trying to get to a life. That's exactly what it felt like. Mm-hmm. You see him develop. That was the first time you ever seen it. Everybody else, every comic book movie before, I'm a hero, something bad. That's why I made me a hero. Let's go. Now I'm a hero. This was the first time you seen the journey from you seen the hero be deconstructed to be constructed right back up to get to the point where he was at, and then you see him gradually get better, like making mistakes early, gradually getting better every time, just getting better. See him evolve. That was Batman Begins. It started because now every comic book movie since then, they give you an origin. They want to see you deconstructed. They have you at a high point, break you down to a low point, and build you back up. That's how you got Iron Man. He was high on top, broke him down, and built him back up. Where do you think that came from? It was the first comic book movie that really gave you a really dark element. Like the Batman, like Daniel said, the first Batman with Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Like, oh yeah, this is great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Michael Keaton. You had all this, but then when you see the Dark Knight, like they didn't have all the campy coloring and laughing, and it was like really dark. It was like gritty. Sheesh. Can somebody turn the brightness up? It's heavy. It was good. It was
we in the streets.
It was, and that's the reason why a lot of these comic book movies now, like, you know what? The MCU is fine, but we could get a darker tone. There's money in a darker tone. Sometimes they overdo it. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't go far enough. But it's all because of Batman. It opened it up for that. And my number one movie, infamous movie of all time, I need y'all to stay with me. I need y'all to really listen on this one. It's two. The Tide. It's the Green Lantern and the last Fantastic Four movie. And let me tell you why. I know what y'all thinking. How?
Don't get fired from this channel.
I'm not. You're gonna agree with me as soon as I'm done. You're gonna agree with me.
This better be good.
This was the movies that let the studios know we're just not gonna accept anything you put in the theaters. Okay? You're gonna have to come with real movies. We're not just gonna accept walking into a movie. We're not gonna just accept what you give us. Okay? You want our money? You're gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to put a good story out there with the effects, with the people that we want. We want something for our money. We're just not gonna go in because it's the Fantastic Four. When the first family of comic books, we're not gonna go in there just because of that. You're not getting our money. You're not gonna be able to take creative liberties with something that's already been established and good and what we want to see. You're not gonna be able to do none of that. And until you get it right, we're not gonna spend our money on it. We don't care how many times you say, it's working to a bigger plan. The first one's got to be good first. Like Batman Begins. The first one's got to be good. And it's got to be good to our standards. We're the customer. You're not. You want our money? Give us what we want. Restore the Snyderverse. Give us what we want. That's why those are influential. Because they let the studios know. This is not it. We're not. No. Green Lantern was like, yeah, go Green Lantern. This is going to start the new DC universe.
They tried.
You're like, look, this ain't it. Try again. We're not going to spend our money on it. And I remember walking into that movie theater too, right? Like, oh yeah, this is the Green Lantern. I'm going to watch it in 3D. It's the Green Lantern. In 3D, you thinking everything out is coming out in 3D. Every projection, everything's coming out. Not one single thing.
They lied to us. They lied to us.
So, and my little brother's with me. I was so angry. I was blown on. I was so angry.
Fight somebody, boy.
I'm so glad I went to a cheap movie theater to see it. Because I went to expensive, I would have been pissed. Oof, I went to the Mall of Heights one.
Oh my God, that's super cheap. Jesus Christ. I got to sign up.
And
damn sign up there says $5 movies. Oh my God.
Yeah, and you know what? It wasn't worth $4.50. That I was not doing it. I was not having it. That's why those two are influential movies. Because remember when Fantastic Four came out, and I was like, don't go see it. They messed it up. We're boycotting this movie. He went to go see it, and he was disappointed. Were you not? Yes or no? Were you not disappointed?
I was high off of superhero movies. And like both of those movies, the trailer looked decent. Like the trailer
Fantastic Four did not look decent.
It looked decent. I didn't say it looked good. I didn't say it looked great. I didn't say it looked decent. I was like, it's got enough in there to make me go, I'm curious. So my curiosity got the better of me, and I went to go see it, and yeah, it was bad.
And that's why. That's like I said. That was an influence because it shows studios. We're not dealing with this. We're no longer going to put up with trash. If you call, I can't even cuss. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. We're not going to put up with stuff you call gold when we know it's boo boo. All right, we're not dealing with it.
But how are? I understand your perspective of influential. But did you think they really made that big of a change?
Yes, and I can tell you why. For instance, every time a studio messes up now they try to go get. They messed up with a comic book movie where they spent money acquiring these movies and characters, right? So they can make more money than they spent, and it doesn't come out there. And they're like, all right, now we got to course correct. Sometimes it works out. Like for instance, Iron Man 3, it made a lot of money, but everybody had problems with it, so they course corrected. They even changed they tried to change the Mandarin. First, they had an end credit scene and they released later. So, oh yeah, that's not this is the real Mandarin. He really was. He playing, and now they have the Mandarin in the new Shang-Chi movie. Mm-hmm. So they know. Look, this is bad. We're going to course correct. For all intents and purposes, they keep trying to course correct the DCEU. It's not working. Because they're making terrible mistakes, but they know because they're not making the money they make, and their fans are not just going to go see anything
at all.
So
at all,
that's why I say it's influential.
At all,
it was like those movies were the first time studios, instead of just saying, "Oh, they're going to go see it," they actually heard a voice. They heard it after they spent the money, but now they heard, and they're like, "Okay, what do they want?"
We want it exactly like the source material. We want it like as
now,
close to the source.
Are they
material
all good
as
at
possible.
it? No, but at least they can hear us.
Give me a good adaptation of it, okay? Like they did with Captain America: Civil War. That was a good adaptation. Okay, it was good. It was good. It wasn't precisely, but it was good. It was good enough. Good enough to
Couldn't even make that money in China. That lets you know.
That's when you're bad. That's when you're bad. You're bad. You're bad. And Green Lantern and Fantastic Four were terrible.
And they all are gone.
But I can understand why you see them as influential because they
influenced studios. They literally did it. They influenced studios not to do those, not to believe that online chat is just the minority.
Yeah.
They really thought that was just the minority. And now they know.
You know who the biggest influencer who's ever done that was? Is the Star Wars fan base.
Yeah.
When they didn't go see Han Solo movie, that was influential. Yeah. But today we're talking about comic book movies, and Anthony brought up the Green Lantern and Fantastic Four, which were on everybody's list of one of some of the worst comic book movies ever. And he made a valid argument for them being influential and changing the landscape. So it's up to you to accept it or not accept it, but leave comments in the comment section down below and let us know what your top 3 most influential comic book movies are. For whatever reason you might have, as long as you can make it valid for them being influential.
Gotta be valid.
Influential in the world of comic book movies. Like, how did they change, in your opinion, the movie industry? How did they do it? Let us know in the comment section. That's our list. You've heard ours. You've heard his. You've heard mine. Let us know yours. Anything else for the people?
If you've been here this long, you might as well just wait along. You got a cosplay day coming up right now.
We out.
Yeah. We in the club, we partying. We in the club, we partying. Yeah. How much ice you got? I don't know.
Get it all, this man.
I cannot mess like I am the ace. Electrocute you, then I leave you with aftershock. Getting angry, then I turn her Incredible Hulk. Bite and bog, chop it down like you one of them stalks. Take a girl, then I turn her into Shulk from Xenoblade.